Hi boys and girls, this video is to explain IXL Objective Q1 from 4th grade math, and it's called Decompose Fractions into Unit Fractions. So let's go over a little bit of vocabulary. Decompose means to break apart, so you're going to be breaking apart some fractions. And unit fractions are the smallest individual parts of a fraction. The numerator is always 1. Remember, the numerator is the top number. So here's some examples of unit fractions. 1/2 is a unit fraction. 1/3 is also a unit fraction. 1/6 is a unit fraction. 1/9 is a unit fraction. And 1/12 is a unit fraction. Any fraction that has 1 as its numerator could be considered a unit fraction. And the other thing I'm going to just point out here is I don't know why in Microsoft Word some fractions are changed to be smaller numbers. I don't know why. There's no particular reason why that's like that on this paper, except that Microsoft Word does that automatically, and I haven't worked very hard trying to figure out how not to make that occur. So, decompose means to break apart. Unit fractions are the smallest individual parts of a fraction. The numerator or top number is always 1. So when you get to Q1, it's going to give you a couple different types of questions, and we're going to go over those. One of the things it's going to ask you to do is to decompose this fraction. Now, this really is just addition problem written backwards. So the answer is on the left instead of as it usually is on the right. So it wants you to choose from these fractions. It's going to give you some choices: 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, and 4/4. And it's going to ask you to decompose 3/4 into unit fractions. Well, the unit fraction of 3/4, in other words, what is the smallest part of 3/4 that we can get, and that would be 1/4. We can break 3/4 up into individual pieces of 1/4. So when it comes to doing this, you're going to be able to click and drag them. So 3/4 is made up of 1/4 and 1/4 and 1/4. You will notice that there were 3 spaces. It said 3/4. It wanted you to decompose it into 3 parts. Well, the only way you could decompose 3/4 into 3 parts is to put 1/4 here and 1/4 here and 1/4 here. So that is taking the 3/4 and dividing it up into 3 equal groups. So we could not have done 3/4 plus 2/4, even though when we added those up, that would give us, 1/4 plus 2/4. That would give us 3/4, but then we have to put something here. You have to fill in all the blanks. So it has to be 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4. You have to put something in every one of the blanks. One of the things that I think you might end up having difficulty with is that this is such a simple concept that you're going to say to yourself, it's surely got to be harder than this, but it's not. So when we want to decompose 4/5 into 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, what are we going to do? Which thing can we put up here to decompose it into 4 pieces? 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, or 5/5. Those are your choices. All right, so I hope you're saying, oh, it's got to be 1/5, because if I have 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5 plus 1/5, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4/5. Remember that this is just an addition problem written backwards with the answer all the way to the left. So when you look down here, you will notice